Tonight, I'd like to honor someone who dedicated his life to serve this country. Justice Breyer, an Army veteran, constitutional scholar, retiring Justice of the United States Supreme Court. Justice Breyer, thank you for your service. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Justice Breyer, who was born in San Francisco a little while ago, attended Stanford, Oxford, and Harvard Law School. He married Joanna Breyer, had 3 wonderful children. He was appointed by President Clinton to the United States Supreme Court in the early 90s.
Judge Stephen Breyer.
I have been given quite a few labels, but I hope no one would mind if I'm particularly proud of one label, that of judge. And so if I am confirmed to the Supreme Court of the United States, I will devote myself to the best of my ability to ensuring that both the letter and the spirit of our laws continue to serve the people of this country.
I had the privilege of clerking for Justice Breyer in 1996, and also the privilege of arguing 45 cases at the United States Supreme Court before him. And I've never seen a more humble or more graceful public servant than Justice Stephen Breyer.
To be a Breyer clerk means that you were able to work with a justice who is brilliant, who is fair, who looks at all angles of a legal problem and always has the most incisive insights. To watch his mind work, to see how he takes into consideration the views of the parties, the practical effects of the opinion, the weight of the precedents. There's really no better education in the law that any of us could imagine.
When his colleagues attacked him, and some of them did so vigorously in written opinions, in personal ways, I and my co-clerks would say, Justice, you've got to hit back. But every time I'd say, that's not how we do business. That's not what we do at the Supreme Court. And he just let all the insults roll off him, never said one back, never descended to that sandbox. And I think of that all the time as I think about the degradation of public discourse. And I think Justice Breyer points the way towards a solution.
I sit there on the bench, and after we hear lots of cases, and after a while, the impression you get is, as you well know, this is a complicated country. There are more than 330 million people, and my mother used to say it's every race, it's every religion, and she would emphasize this, and it's every point of view possible. And it's a kind of miracle when you sit there and see all those people in front of you, people that are so different in what they think, and yet they've decided to help solve their major differences under law.
I think his legacy at the court will be known for doing what he said he'd do at his confirmation hearing, which is help make the American government work better for the people.
This is a justice that has seen difficult, awful things that come before the Supreme Court to decide. And there were some times that were really challenging. And through everything, no matter what was thrown before him, no matter what the challenges were, no matter how significant, I never saw him, and I don't think anybody ever saw him lose his fundamental optimism about our judicial system, about our institutions generally and their strength and their importance in our society, and about all of his colleagues on the bench. This is a person who every day brought to work an attitude that he could find consensus with the other 8 justices so that he could be part of an institution that he just believes so deeply in.
Justice Breyer not only gave me the greatest job that any young lawyer could ever hope to have, but he also exemplified every day in every way that a Supreme Court justice can perform at the highest level of skill and integrity while also being guided by civility, grace, pragmatism, and generosity of spirit. Justice Breyer, the members of the Senate will decide if I fill your seat, but please know that I could never fill your shoes.